Hey, this is Pwned by a Beaner. I am. I picked up a few accessories for my GoPro that I just got. The GoPro 4 Black. I'm trying to open myself up to some more hobbies: hiking, running, getting into some 5Ks. Ragnar relay, hopefully, among other things. And one of the things I wanted to do, which, like I said, was hike. And the one thing I'm always been worried about whenever it comes to hiking is the things you can't prepare for, or the things that you can't expect. I guess I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's hard for me to go do stuff whenever I kind of am afraid that something really bad might happen. And so this is kind of my way of just making sure that I'm prepared as best as I can. Obviously, I'm going to be getting supplies, real supplies, first aid kit, a good hiking bag, a good share of water, supplies, food. Even though it's only going to be a half a day or a day hike, I just want to make sure that I've got the best chances possible. Obviously, I doubt there's going to be anything going to happen, but you really never know. And so, in order for me to do that, this is just some of the things I've been thinking about electronically. One of these things is more, well, they're more for the GoPro, but at the same time, they are to help with other things. This is just a couple extra batteries and the charging USB charger. It charges two, and then it has the mini USB port that goes into a regular standard USB 2.0. And then here's the batteries. These are by Wasabi. I've checked them out. From what the reviews I've said or read, they do pretty well. They rated them, and they're on average they're about par with the standard GoPro battery. And so they had them on Amazon for probably, I think it was like 16 bucks. And so I decided to pick up one of those, and obviously it came with the two batteries. They should be rated for the same amount. I think it's like 1500 milliamps, 1160. There we go. This is a 22,400 milliamp hour power bank. It has, I don't know if you can get it. Let me open that up. Hold on a second. It has three USB ports. One is a standard. They all, and the thing that I didn't like, I like it. I just thought it was kind of weird that they labeled them for product, not by actual output. Let's see. I don't know if you can get that. Let's see. There we go. See, it says iPhone, Samsung Tab, and iPad. I don't think that's going to go. Anyways. And so it doesn't actually tell you what amps it's pushing, but let's see. 22, right down there. My camera can't focus that well. Anyways, 22,400 milliamp hour. And you can charge all three devices at once. Also has a flashlight. That's low, that's high, and then that's like a SOS flash. There we go. And if you hold it down, if you press it once, it's just going to show you how far it's lit up. If you can tell, there's 4 dots. Obviously 100%, 75, 50, and 25. I'm assuming. You just hold it down, and that should turn it off. There you go. It's turned off. Press it once to turn it on, and it's good. One thing I do like about it is once it's done charging, it will automatically turn itself off. And so I bought that because I plan on using this with that. And let me see if I can plug that in right now, just to show you guys. Okay. I'm just gonna set this down for a second. Okay. So there we have that. I'm just going to go and plug one in. You can see it's charging. I've already actually charged them. They should turn green probably here in the next minute or two. But as you can see, the lights are blue. And once this turns green, I'd say a minute after it turns green, this just turns off. And so it doesn't waste power. And so while I'm using one battery in the GoPro, these other two will charge. It takes around 2 hours to charge them. So obviously it's going to be a little while before I can use it again. So I'll have to make sure I don't go through them that quick. But at least I have some sort of charging source. And these are, like I said, these are 1160 amp. This is a 22,400 amp power bank. So even if you're taking off 10% for I forget what it's called, but just a loss, it doesn't really charge all the way up to 100%. You're still looking at what, 20,000 milliamp hours, somewhere around there average. So you're probably going to get a good, I'd say, what, 10, well, yeah, more like 16. Anyways, but obviously I'm going to be using it for other things. I don't plan on going through the whole power bank in one sitting. I do plan on using my, at least for the GoPro, I plan on using it with a cell phone if I need to charge it. But it's there for if I need it. So it's hefty. It's probably, I think, forget what they said the weight was. Let's see. I don't have my glasses on. Let's see. It doesn't say there. It doesn't say. It's hefty. I've seen the other videos, and what it is there's 8 batteries inside here. Probably each the size of my thumb. And I forget what the batteries were. They're on YouTube. You can figure them out, whatever. But it's hefty. It's solid. It feels well built. It doesn't feel like it's going to come apart. It does feel like it's really nice and hefty. So just turn that off. There we go. Just set that aside. Okay. Now, last thing I got was something to carry my GoPro stuff. It is a black and yellow case. Now, I will let you know that I modified it before I took the video. I tried to make it work with what I needed it to. It obviously was not working out the way I wanted it to, so I took a razor blade to some of the foam, and I like to mod things, I guess. I don't know, whatever. It feels really nice. The zipper feels nice and strong. This feels, I don't know if it's waterproof. I might just spray some waterproofing down around it to make sure it's nice and doesn't do anything. That's good. I plan on putting it in a hiking bag, and the hiking bag will be waterproof, but just in case, I would like to make sure it's waterproof, so I might just spray some water coating over it. But forgive me for cutting into it before showing you guys. If you guys want, you guys can always go on Amazon and take a look, or I will add a screenshot or a picture of what it's supposed to look like before I mutilated it, but this is what it looks like now. The foam is really tough. And I had just a regular you know, box razor blade. It wasn't long, and so I had to cut at it multiple times. So obviously, if you're looking at it, and there it goes, you can see the ridges and just where I kind of didn't do the greatest job. So where you'd see those right there, that's where these were as well. This was actually fit for 3. These come out. And this whole thing was solid. You actually pulled out what you needed. This is a GoPro spot, and if you actually do it, there you go. That's for one GoPro. And then this one was actually another slot right here. You could put another one right here, and this was removable and actually had something that you can pull out, look just like this, and you pulled it out and you put a third GoPro in there. But I don't plan on even having 2 GoPros, at least not for the next while, a good while. I'm just barely getting into this. So, but what I wanted this for was, and it fits perfectly now that I did that. There's that. I'll turn this off, I accidentally pressed the button. There we go. And then, let's see if I can do this. Nope. There we go. And that is going to fit that right there. And then what will happen is I will obviously have these two as they're charging, and you can actually see it's full, it's green. There we go. And that's not so full, I guess, whatever. So there we go. And then I have my little SD card adapter just in case I need to transfer footage over to a different drive or something. And then here's another battery. Come on. There we go. And that will just fit right there. So that is basically where everything goes. Avoid whenever I'm not charging these, because this I only plan on using this whenever I'm hiking and I need to charge them. So I'll pop one into my thing, take it out, put this one, charge it, and whatever. And so whenever they're not being used, so say for example this one's good to go. I'll put this one back. There we go. And so now we just have that one charging. And like I said, whenever it's done charging, it'll turn off. I've actually had this. I was actually charging both these. See, there we go. That one's green now. Actually, turn this way. Okay. And so, what was I going to say? Oh, I had originally had both of these charging in here while I went and did some stuff, and it's cool. It doesn't heat up. It doesn't do anything. The only thing I will say is this takes between 12 and 15 hours to charge all the way up, but it takes a really long time for it to deplete. I've seen reviews, and people have gone to New York 4 days without anything but this, and they came back and they were fine, and they had iPads and stuff. So I don't plan on going through this pretty quickly. Like I said, this is pretty much an emergency thing. Also, it's used to charge my GoPro batteries, but it's going to be used to power my cell phone if I need to. And so, but yeah, that's basically it for now. Like I said, I do plan on getting other stuff. Obviously, this is just more or less just for the GoPro and for the cell phone type of thing. Also in here, I already put the stuff in here, but in here's my under the waterproof back for the GoPro, and then I have just other little attachments, adapters. I was going to originally put this along with this in here, but I didn't like the fact that it was dangling around, and this was pushing up against whatever was in here, and so I figured, okay, well, maybe I'll just cut this out, and then it worked out pretty well. I figure by the time I do get a second GoPro or a third GoPro, I'm actually going to need a nicer case than this. This was like 36 bucks on Amazon. This was 36 bucks, I believe, as well, and this was 15, so it was not too terribly expensive. The next thing I plan on picking up is my hiking bag and just some survival stuff, waterproof matches, chainsaw, chain, you basically hold it with both hands and you can cut stuff. Just little things here and there. And so, yep, there we go. I just wanted to figure out how to show you guys, see if that was something you guys were looking at or maybe even thought of. You know, if you guys have any suggestions or if you guys hate it, like it, just obviously let me know. Once again, Pullman Behind the Beaner. If you like my videos, subscribe, like my Facebook, like my Twitter. I really don't Twitter very much. It's just not me, but whenever I upload videos, it automatically shows on Twitter. So, but there you go. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. Talk to you later. Thank you very much. Sayonara.